So good day guys, welcome. So in today's lesson we are going to be modeling our materials, but before that you might see my title block is a little bit different from yours. So what you just have to do is go to options. Then once you go to options you can see customize toolbars. You want to select it. So the only difference between what I have is the edit. So I'll turn on my edit so that I can easily use some parameters there. Okay, now let's go to define. So we have material property. Now it has defined some materials which we want. You can see the concrete grade, rebar, and the tendon. This is for steel also. For in this case, what I want to do is I want to create my own member. So I'll go to add new and choose the material type. So it's going to be concrete. I'll choose concrete, and you can choose, these are defined. For example, now, so for my beam, beam as slab, I want to use this for my beam as slab. So I'll click OK, and I can just change it as maybe this for flexural members. So the reason why I'm using grade 2025 for this high rise for the beam and slab is because for the beam and slab we always assume that the concrete tension is 0. So we use the steel to do it. So if I use very high grade concrete, I'm still assuming the tension as 0. So it's of no economic benefits. So I'll leave this and just change the name. Then you can also come here and change the property you want. So for example, the cylinder strength. Now if I want to change it to 25, whichever cylinder strength I want, I can do this here and click OK. So I have OK. Now the next thing I want to do is for my column, I want to use a very high grade. So I want to use C35 and 45 for my column. So I'll just take it as for compression. So column and shear wall compression. Okay. So I can also do the same thing, change the properties I want, and I'll do this. Okay, so click OK. So I'm done with that. Now the next thing I want to do is for my rebar. I will come here, modify it. I don't want to create a new rebar. If you want to create multiple rebar, you can come here and change this to rebar, create multiple rebars. But because I want to use one type of rebar, one strength of rebar, so I just come here, modify this. Now I can just title it maybe rebar 460 or rebar 500. Okay, so rebar 500 and choose this. Now so we have the minimum yield, which is what we need. We need it at 500. Now this minimum tensile strength is, if you look at the Hooke's law, if you look at the graph of yielding of an ultimate of steel, this is where you get these values from. But the only thing I need from this value is it must be greater than this 500. So I can leave them at 500. They don't matter because in our steel, or even 600, anything greater than 500, because we've not done the test, so we don't know the particular steel or these values for it. But what I want is the minimum yield strength is going to be 500 for my steel, so I can just title this place as 500. So the most important thing you need to do is to change this one to the grade of steel you want. So all these ones can be higher than it. We won't bother ourselves with it. So click OK. So you can set all other properties you want. Okay, so click OK. So now we are done with the concrete and this. What other thing are we doing again? Since we are not using steel, we won't tamper with this. We won't tamper with this. This is the default one, so you can't delete them. So I can't delete this. I can't delete the tendon, or I can delete all this. But this is what we'll be using. Okay, so we'll define materials. So in the next video, we are going to be defining properties. So thank you for watching today's video. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. Thank you very much.